Hey y'all, you see the balls that I've wound up? I've wound up several balls today. Well, now what I'm going to do, you see these pieces of cloth here. What I'm going to do is put pieces of cloth on the bottoms of these, just to give them a little protection, because sometimes the bottom wants to try to come loose easy a little bit. So what you do, you take your ball and you got the top of it facing up. You set it down on your cloth right about there in the middle, and you just flip it over on the top like that. Now you got this. So you get your rubber band and you just put it on there. You don't go down real far, just far enough to hold that cloth on there. You see, that's the bottom. And here's the top. And I've got my little pull tab that I put in them. I put a pull tab in them so I always know what to grab. And that's what I do. Hoo, hoo, hoo. See, there's this one. What I'm aiming to do is to, that top, you see that top long row full of yarn, all that dark blue yarn there and some white. Well, what I'm wanting to do is roll up the smaller balls and some of it that's had some pulled out and used in it, and just get them wound up into small balls, and it gets everything more compact, where I don't have to have it so spread out everywhere. Because I'd like to free up that top shelf. And ideally another shelf I'd like to free up, but we'll see for now. We'll aim for what we can do on that top shelf. Now some of that dark blue yarn up there, most of it is what we got from the dump a couple of years ago, and it's wimpy and it's just not as good a quality as modern yarn. So I'm just going to put it in some, those small grocery bags and put them in a giveaway box. When I get ready to set stuff outside on the curb with a free stuff sign on it, then that yarn can go out there. Somebody might want it. And you see that top shelf right there, where you see the plant and my daughter's picture there, that top shelf, I need to get that cleaned off where it's not just junk piled up there, because what I've done is I've just stuck stuff up there because we don't have any shelf room in here, because all my yarn's taking up all the shelves. And I'm getting tired of that, and I bet my husband's been tired of it for a long time, and he's been long-suffering, and he didn't complain, and, he'd just make jokes with me about it. But, sometimes you gotta change something now and then, and, get that yarn out from there and clean the shelf off good. Everything's dusty. That yarn's getting dusty. It'd be ideal if I'd get it, a lot of it wound up in these snug little balls and put in plastic bins like that there. And then I could stack them up in the laundry room or somewhere. That's what I need to do. It's going to take time, but I ain't going to give up on it. I ain't gonna give up on it. I mean, whew. I need to do that because this living room looks horrible. We haven't done anything different to it in ages, and everything's just dusty. We clean the floor now and then, but everything else just stays dusty most of the time. Ain't that awful? I don't like it, but I'm getting too tired to be dusting very often. And this house is kind of big, and I got a ton of stuff. It's just furniture and everything else needs to be dusted, and dust just pours in through these cheap windows. This house has got them real cheap, real thin windows in it, like you see in old trailer houses. Horrible. Thin and cheap, and the wind just blows dirt right up under the bottom of them into here, and shit fire. Excuse me, I'm sorry. If I had a brain, what I need to do is get a piece of that stuff, weather stripping, and put under there where that window comes down, so it'll create a seal. That window comes down on that soft weather stripping, and it creates a seal, kind of like this. See, here's my whole finger, and then it goes down in that like a seal. That's what I need to do. My husband, he likes to open the window in the kitchen and sit there and sit there in his chair there by the table with his elbows up there on the windowsill and look at it. When he's smoking a cigarette, he does it so the smoke go outside, but he likes to look outside. And he'll watch the cats. He'll tell me what the cats are doing. Yeah. I went a little too far today. But I thought, well, I'm going to try it and we'll see. I shouldn't have. I should have waited. It's too soon. But, the tortoise has gotten where she loves me. And she's still a little scared of me, of course, because she's never been petted before by a human being in her life. And nobody's ever shown much interest in her like I have. And I had to do something out there, was yesterday. And she followed me around like a dog out there. And of course I was talking to her, kitty, kitty, meow, meow, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, I just love tortoise, And so today I carried the feed out for their evening meal. There's that old round table sitting out there. And when the sun goes down low enough to where there's that old shed makes a shade on that table, so that when I feed them, they're not having to jump up there on a hot table surface and burn their footsies, and the pans are not real hot, and I wait till that shadow gets over the table pretty good and everything's cooled off enough. Then take that feed out there. I got 3 pans. I poured 3 pans of cat food up there on that table, and they leap up there and go nuts. Well, today she got up there and started eating, and she wasn't but just a little ways from me like this, and eating, and she's never gotten that close before. Oh, and I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't. And she'd look up at me now and then go back to eating. And so, okay, I thought, oh, no, don't try it. She might like it. So I reached over and petted her, and she looked down at me like that and jumped off the table. And man, I screwed up. And I just act like nothing happened. And then maybe someday she will let me pet her. She'll probably let me know. She'll let me know. That's what that tomcat did out there. He let me know that he wanted me to pet him. He lets me know every time I open the door and step out. He just goes nuts wanting to get petted. He goes nuts. My honey bunny's been home today. I'm so glad. We helped each other. I found it, knocked on the wall, found where there was a stud in the wall. And we took this board, it was about this long. About like this. Over a foot, just a little over a foot long. And it's about this wide, about 5 inches wide, I'd say. Yeah, 5.5 maybe inches wide anyway. Nice piece of cedar board, rough cedar board. But anyway, we got this rack. It's about this long. It's a coat hook thing that you screw up on the wall or on a door or something. Well, we screwed that board on the wall. And then we took the coat rack thingy and put it up there, positioned it on the board just right, just so. And you know, my hubby had the screw gun, and he screwed it down. So we've got a nifty little coat rack thingy up there. It's not very long, but it'll hold us a coat and a sweater. Yeah. I don't know if it's ever going to get cold here again, though. I don't know. Here in West Texas, I can't imagine it ever being wintertime here again. I really can't. This past winter, there wasn't much to it. Wasn't much to it. Well, I guess I'll call that a visit and a goodbye for now. And we'll see what happens after this. All right, bye, y'all.